I have a weird question.
Yeah.
Does anybody ever recognize you from like your OnlyFans account and be like, I have your OnlyFans, I'm a
No,
subscriber? No,
they
okay.
haven't.
I have to ask that because that's
honestly,
some
I'm
weird
dreading
shit.
it. I don't really want it to come up, but like it is what it is.
I mean, you have to ask that though, like, because like.
No, not yet, because also I'm not in public a lot, right? Because it's quarantine, so it's not like I'm really out there in those streets, you know. But it's definitely gonna happen when the world's opening up. So, we'll see what happens.
But it is my understanding that you have one of the fucking biggest.
Correction, the biggest.
Whoa.
The biggest. Wow.
I hold the record on OnlyFans. I'm tan and I like it. The girl got tan. I went on vacation. We can talk about that too.
What's that song?
The podcast has already started.
We're in it.
Yeah,
Let's go with it.
We rip it.
Let's do
what
it.
up? It's Lexy Panterra, aka motherfucking Virgin Lex.
Hey, Lex. It's nice to have you on the show, by the way.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Thanks for coming.
We're excited to have you.
Someone, no, we're in LA right now. We're shooting
in
LA,
but Sackdown is work.
But
we appreciate that.
We are socially distanced too, in case people want to ask. You know, we got a solid.
They can see us.
And if not, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing what I want.
Oh,
I appreciate that. Fuck, that's the realness.
I like it. So what's going on in your world these days? It's nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you guys.
Simon says great things.
Good.
Well,
I'm good. I'm working a lot. I was just talking this morning about how I wake up really early.
What's really early, by the way?
Well, like 8, 9, and that's early to me. I usually sleep in. So like the past, I don't know, maybe a year or something, I've been waking up early, but like really excited to jump on my phone, check Instagram, work, DM people, message my PR, message my assistant, like all these things come into my mind, but it's all exciting shit that I love to do. And I'm like, I'm all amped. So they wake up with like 10 messages already, like, bing, hey, do this, do this, and this. Or like, hey, have we done this? But it's good to do something you love that actually makes you wake up excited is what the point is.
That's fantastic, especially right now in the pandemic time frame that you're excited. The panoramic, because you see it all when you're doing this shit. So.
Yeah, it's true though. It's good. I like it. I'm happy.
So what's been going on with content and stuff? Like obviously you're busy as shit. So like, what are you doing? Like you got your YouTube stuff. I saw that you got some new videos up. You got like all kinds of shit going on. Like
I have a lot. I've kind of just jumped on every platform there is. I'm really working TikTok because I haven't jumped fully into TikTok. It's not my absolute favorite thing because I feel like you have to be presentable like in every aspect just online. Like I don't want to look like a bum and like I don't like dressing up every day
and do the Macarena, don't you?
I try well
you
when you have a brand to uphold you gotta look
You're like
okay.
5 years old, so
okay, well I'm getting older. Trust me.
That has been a weird thing though. That's a weird transition. So for someone like you that has seen like literally a ton of success on like several platforms, like we're not here to shoot shit, you really have done that. So is that a weird situation where you reach that point where you're like, okay, fuck, like maybe I need to dive into this new platform and create this new outlet,
It's like TikTok's a platform for dancing, so I'm like, okay, obviously I'll get popular on here, but like it's just an extra thing to do. But it's all right. I don't mind jumping on these platforms. I think it's cool.
You've worked with some massive producers, you know. Is that a weird balance for you where it's like, okay, obviously I'm massive for my dancing, but you've also been able to captivate these crowds when it comes to music and sell out shows. I think the show we did was Danny Lay.
Yeah.
Danny Lay was there, and it was at like 200 tickets, and
it was packed.
You were late announced, though. You were late announced. It was like at 200 tickets, and they were like, Lexy Panterra is playing, and it was fucking, it sold out in like one day.
That was really dope.
What's that like, though? Yeah, is that a weird fucking interaction, or?
I didn't really see it like that. It's kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah, I'm talking from that promoter standpoint. I was like,
oh,
it's a hitter.
You say that because I didn't really know that because I'm obviously hopping on Danny's tour, so I'm like, oh, she probably has her fan base too. But I'm sure I have my fan base. Yeah. And I've never done my own tour, so I'm like, oh, like I was literally also talking about this morning as I want to start touring at least the places that are open right now, like Texas and Miami and like Vegas and all these places. And I've never had my own tour, so I don't know who the fuck is showing up, like 10 people, 20 people. I don't really care. I just know that I want to start and get in there and do it because next time around you come back and then it's like double, right? That's kind of like the thing. That's the goal, at least.
Yeah,
I mean, it was before COVID, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I don't. Yeah, now who knows? But
you could play it 3 different times.
That was
and have
exciting.
3 different numbers.
That was really exciting. That performance was epic. Like I've never really gotten in front of a crowd like that. So singing, it was so much fun. I want to do that so bad again. I'm ready.
When's the last time you played a show? Or did a show or an event or whatever?
Well, I did a full live album performance in Reno, and literally it was on OnlyFans, I think, and a little bit on YouTube. But I did a full-on dancers, outfit changes, the whole thing. It was really, really awesome for the Baddie Vibes album that I released. Every song, it was so fun. But nobody was there. It was just for online, like streaming service stuff.
Okay. So it was cool. A distance live stream.
Yeah, but the actual last performance I did was, I think, literally like a day before everyone was like, you have to be in quarantine. And some people were like sketched to even go to the performance, but I did March a small 13th. One anyways. I was like so close. And I was like, do we cancel it? Like, what do we do? And like, we were out there. And I get so nervous singing in front of people. And so that's why I like jumped into this rap thing this year, because I don't get as nervous when I'm like rapping, because I just talk shit on stage and like dance and stuff. But like that performance was more of an acoustic performance for me, and I killed it, and I did not feel nervous. I was like super amped. I was like, whoa, like I actually impressed myself, and I did really good. And I was like, wow, now we're going into quarantine and I can't perform for another year. That was funny.
Phil, is your balls happy?
Support for Swenson & Bantz is brought to you by Manscaped,
the best in men's below-the-waist grooming.
Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels.
This stuff has some sick features.
The waterproof technology allows you to groom in the shower.
One of the coolest features is the LED light, which illuminates grooming areas for closer and more precise trimming.
Let's get that bush and tush clean.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code BUYIT at manscaped.com.
Make your testes their bestie.
Your balls and your partner will gladly thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry to interrupt you, but before we get back to the show,
make sure you subscribe to our channel right now.
Yes, right now.
We thank you for the support, everybody.
And we're going to get right back to the action. I remember seeing you. Obviously, I knew you as, I hate to say internet celebrity, but at the first show we did together, that's somewhat what you were, you already had that like celebrity status, but the show sold out, and yeah, absolutely. All
twerk
of that,
queen, baby.
All of that. You were definitely a twerk queen, But I just mean on top of that.
Is that still your thing?
I love it.
I'm sorry to interrupt your question.
I don't really
is that
say
still
it, but
your
everyone
shit?
says it.
No,
I know, but again,
I mean, if
do you
someone tries
embrace
to
it,
test
though?
me, I'll be like, bitch, I am the twerk queen. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, 100,000%.
Like, no one's coming for my crown.
I think you were one of the, hands down, you're one of the first women to,
That's so funny.
I mean, you do have 110 million views on that video.
Yeah.
So.
That's a lot. Actually, it went 400 million on Facebook, on the Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah,
so basically it happened.
We're talking paid stuff here. So.
Well, I didn't get paid actually at all. Diplo, you owe me, cha-ching.
Oh.
Shout out.
DJ Snake, you owe me, cha-ching.
What's good?
They get paid from that, unfortunately.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on my return from it,
It'll come around though.
DJs are selfish, both of them, so they don't want to help anybody unless it only helps them. I have a really solid team, especially now. It's gotten even better. Like I said, we've been working hard this year.
So do you have an album in the works?
I'm literally, yeah, I'm excited. A lot of records.
Spill it out. You're on the show.
I know, it's a lot of records. I haven't fully finished it. In February, I'll finish it. My homie Justin Love, who's a singer, amazing singer, he's executive producing it. He does more R&B. His like soulful voice is beautiful. So I'm like, okay, let me tap into singing, because everyone wants me to sing more. They're like, rapping's all right, but like we really want to hear your voice. So I'm like, okay. So I think I'm gonna do like an A and B track, side track. You know what I'm talking about? Like back in the day.
Yeah.
So like the A side's going to be pop and rap, and then the B side's going to be R&B slow shit. It's going to be epic. And I don't know what it's going to be called yet. But I'm excited for it. We were listening to it on the way here, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, it's like old Lex." I'm like, "Yeah."
We have to explain who she is, by the way.
Emily.
She's off camera.
Oh, Emily is my PR. She's with me.
We got Emily over there.
We've been with Emily for a year now. Oh, something like that. I don't know how
Emily,
long it's been.
Emily, plug the company.
Can we get
no. Just plug it.
Emily's like,
throw the company out. We'll give you a plug.
Media, Emily Blair Media, baby.
We'll put it in the link. We'll put it in the bio.
Don't steal her from me.
Yeah,
but you can kind of use her.
We're not stealing her. We're trying to make her some more cash.
Emily Blair Media.
I just love that. I do appreciate when artists, are able to support the people that are behind them and their team, and
I'm all about that.
That really fucks with them, because I feel like there is that weird.
At the same time, I hate giving up my plugs though, because everyone loves to jump on your, your shit, and I'm like, ugh. But I always plug my team in with other people. Like Emily, I'll bring her other people clients and try to do that.
Bring it on
for sure.
No, I appreciate that though, and I think it's cool too. It's important to have someone that can offer that inside opinion, be real with you too, because it's not.
Oh well, my team's real with me because there's no fucking way I'm not real with them. They hate me for it, but it is what it is.
It's not easy to be an artist of your caliber, you know what I mean? And I know people watching may be like, oh, what's he talking about, and etc. But it's confusing, because you are more than just a musician. Who you are, you're an extremely recognizable face. You know what I mean?
Hope so.
No, but I'm serious. I mean,
well, I feel like sometimes my name is like Lexy Panterra. Like, I know, who is that? Like, I heard that name before.
But you can't just pull up in certain areas. You know what I mean? You can't just pull up on the street.
Sometimes
people are gonna be fucking weird. They're gonna be all over you. They're gonna be like, oh my god, what's good?
People like to stare. They don't necessarily come up to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm intimidating or something. But
thank
they're
God,
just
though, right?
And then I always see them on their phone and going like,
they're double checking.
I know her. You too.
That always happens. But I'm so nice. I'm like, just come say hi. Like, it's not a big deal.
I have a weird question.
Yeah.
Does anybody ever recognize you from your OnlyFans account and be like, I have your OnlyFans, I'm a
subscriber?
No,
they haven't.
I have to ask that because that's
honestly,
some weird
I'm dreading
shit.
it. I don't really want it to come up, but it is what it is.
I mean, you have to ask that though, because
no, not yet, because also I'm not in public a lot, right? Because it's quarantine, so it's not like I'm really out there in those streets, But it's definitely gonna happen when the world's opening up. So, we'll see what happens.
But it is my understanding that you have one of the fucking biggest
Correction, the biggest.
Whoa.
The biggest. Wow.
I hold the record on OnlyFans.
I appreciate that.
I'm the top content creator.
But beyond that, though,
person on
beyond
there.
that, to anybody watching and people
bigger than all the porn stars and all the everyone on there. I was shocked myself.
Bigger than the Disney chick or whatever they went off.
Bella Thorne, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Which is so cool though, because I was actually talking with Trevor earlier. We try to prep as much as we can for shit like this, but it's like, yo, let's just freestyle. Let's go over some cool shit.
Yeah,
let's
I like
just
to freestyle it. That's
let's
how
have
I am.
conversations, and that's what we're all about. It's like, let's just fucking shoot this shit.
No, I'm glad. I'll
and
correct
one
you,
thing you've 1,000,000% accomplished is just you've utilized it as a platform so beyond what I think most people think it is,
For sure.
Like
that was the goal, was to I saw
Yeah.
the platform as an opportunity to just monetize content, period. I don't care what the stigma was. I was like, you guys can deal with your stigma problems, but I'm going to do this. And then I like to pave the way for people, just like Twerkout. I wanted to make it as commercial as possible so everyone could do it and feel comfortable doing it and not feel bad about it,
Yeah.
So, because it's not something to feel bad about. So monetizing your content on any platform, you shouldn't feel bad about. I don't care if it's a porn site. I don't care what the fuck it is. As long as you're doing what you're doing, your brand is your brand, that's fine. So I was like, you know what? Watch what's going to happen. I told all my friends, you guys, I'm joining this. You guys should all join. Obviously, everyone's like, no. And then what happens? They all say, oh, I have to tell them I told you so type of thing. But I hopped on in April, so it's almost been a year, a couple months.
Does OnlyFans do the same thing that YouTube does? Like if you hit somewhere, they give you the medallion? Because that'd be fucking tight. So,
they gave
a plaque.
Shout out to OnlyFans though, but no, I actually
asked. $50 gas card. And say,
I was
thanks,
like, whoa. They're like, you're the most subscribed. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, really? They're like, yeah. And it was just a DM through one of the CEOs or people that work over there, and they were like, I was like, damn, what do I get? A bonus?
Yeah.
I was like, where's the bonus at? They gave me a care package with OnlyFans, sweater and hat.
So I was right. They gave her a $50 gas card.
No, but the reality of the
I was
situation.
Like, dang, I want a plaque or something.
It's like you are reaching that point where there's Amanda Cerny, who's another massive influencer.
I've been telling her, her to jump on.
All of a sudden,
long.
She hopped on, and I think it's a weird, unique situation where I hate to keep bringing up OnlyFans, but it's one of those things where it's like,
I love bringing up OnlyFans.
No,
OnlyFans pays my bills.
Yeah, I think you're doing
wonderful.
something. You're doing something that no one else is doing on there.
They weren't doing. Now they're kind of, jumping on the trend.
I mean, I think exactly. I think people are hopping on the trend, but you're using it as a fucking Instagram, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
So my Instagram's obviously more clean now, more high fashion, cool outfits, and if you want to get real personal, you come to OnlyFans account, you'll see more no makeup. You want to see a fucking foot photo? Because I just got a new anklet.
Hey.
See a foot photo?
Yeah.
Hey. Damn, those kicks
so
are fresh.
Last night before I went to bed, I was like, hey, guys, I have a new anklet. I posted a photo of my feet or whatever, like with the anklet. I don't know. I got like a couple $100 from it.
I just feel like
crazy.
So
guys like feet. So it's not surprising.
Can you? So I have so many questions about this now.
Go.
We're curious. Because again, it's all about money, and I don't care how much money you make. It's just how monetizing. So you have OnlyFans to where like you have Instagram where you do a paid advertisement, or like you do a partnership.
It literally looks like Instagram, and you're swiping, and then you'll see all my captions, right? And then you'll see a price at the top, like $11 to open. So some of it's you can see. Mm-hmm. So you'll see selfies, you'll see random things, bikini photos or whatever it is, music, whatever it is. And then there's things that are blurred. And then if you want to see that, you have to pay for it, which your card's automatically in there, and you just click it, and it's open.
I get OnlyFans. Yeah. I'm talking about paid partnerships. Like, again, if somebody's going to pay like your anklet, like somebody's going to pay you on OnlyFans.
Okay. That hasn't started really. Yeah. I haven't had that opportunity yet, actually.
Maybe you could be the first.
I mean, I'm sure that I've reached out to people to do that, and I definitely have my prices for it. For instance, you can like mass message everyone on OnlyFans. Yeah. So like my 500,000, 800, whatever it is, like you can mass message like, hey, here's your podcast if you paid me to promote it or whatever it is.
We get freebies out of this.
Yes. But that opportunity comes, which is really cool. I haven't utilized it as much yet because you don't want to like. You don't want to burn the guys don't give a they don't want to really see that shit, so you have to be really selective when it comes to that.
I feel like you were one of the first women to really utilize OnlyFans in that fashion where you're finally like
I was the first celebrity to actually come on and be like, hey, let's use this normally as just to promote 100%. Ourselves. And I said, I like to pay the way for other people. Like all my influencer friends started jumping on it now, and I'm like, here you go.
I think normally is the
although
best
you might
word,
not get the recognition.
But we're here. So
you know how people start first, and then it's the other people that like get the recognition for it.
Yeah. So you're the twerk queen.
I am always the trendsetter. Right? I'm just gonna tell you right now. I am always the first.
You heard
can we crown you as the queen of OnlyFans now?
Yes, you may.
Like 100%.
100%.
Okay. So I'm gonna call OnlyFans. We're having a plaque made. It's gonna happen. So.
I would love.
We're gonna have
it's only gonna be about this big.
I don't care how big it is.
Like, I don't care. Number one.
I want something.
He's right, though. I mean, I think it's a really realistic situation. It's fucking super authentic. And, you didn't use it from this. I don't know. It's hard to describe because it was honestly an extremely educational situation, where you were just like, fuck this. I'm going onto this platform because I noticed you're not fucking with your YouTube. You're still fucking with YouTube. Your Instagram and all that stuff. Yeah, exactly.
There's different things for different platforms.
But I heard last night you did a live on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
that blew the fuck up.
I did yesterday. Yeah, it was good. I had my friend Abby with me, and we were doing a twerk class. She's a really big influencer. Abby Rayo. Is it Rayo? Yeah, Abby Rayo. And I brought her over, and we went live for the whole Twerkout session, and then obviously I put that up as well once it gets edited to monetize that again.
I got to hear about this Twerkout. Explain this to me.
Twerkout, baby.
I know.
It literally me teaching them how to twerk. It's just Twerkout class. It's like the same class I've been teaching for 7 years now. It's come over to my house. Let me teach you Twerkout. We film it. We record it with a nice camera, a red camera. I have a whole team, that's on retainer.
So is it a only lower body workout, or do you get a full body workout?
Full body. Okay, it's ridiculous. The girls are so out. It's so funny because the girls are out of shape. They're just like, like I didn't know. I was like, bitch, it's a twerkout for a reason. Like it's a workout. I'm not playing. It's any dance is gonna be like that, but it's a full workout for sure.
But I feel like people that didn't know you prior to like your success in music and your success in everything you did, you almost pioneered twerking. I hate to quote unquote, and I don't want to put you in a position where you're gonna say, touchy. Oh yeah, I did this.
No, Twerkout. I'm gonna take full like Twerkout. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, but I can literally personally vouch for the fact that I remember some of the first videos I ever saw in that world were were you know, and doing your thing. And
there was definitely like twerk team. There was like a twerk team that came out of, I think, Atlanta or something like that, where I think they were performing and stuff like that, but no classes were ever created. No workout fitness class was created. And then Miley Cyrus came out the same time that I was doing my Twerkout class on stage, which obviously made it more commercial, you know, and I took that opportunity. I was like, oh, like this is perfect timing to do this.
Let's go.
Just like, boom, make a baby. The video went viral at the same time. It was literally calculated and not calculated at the same time. I got lucky, obviously, too.
Was that a weird point in your life, though, where all of a sudden, like, you go from basically knowing...
I go from no one wants to hire me at Equinox because I was trying to be a personal trainer. Because I've had a personal trainer since I was 19. My dad just, for some reason, just wanted me to be in shape. Like, he didn't care. So I had a trainer since I was 19. Obviously. And he's like... so that's kind of all I knew was like teaching dance class, like middle school dance and doing little competitions for them. And then I was like, okay, like I can make money, you know, being a personal trainer. And at the same time I was singing. So I wanted to sing, but I needed to make money. So I was like, okay, let's just go to Equinox. I tried 24-hour. They didn't want me. I don't know why, but it didn't happen. And then Equinox was the other one. I was like, Equinox is better anyways because like it's, you know, bougie or whatever. I'd probably make more money. And so
you're better than me.
I go over there and I do it, and they said no, and I was like, wow. What am I gonna do? Like I was like, what am I gonna do with my life? Like I'm not making it as a singer. I can't even get hired at Equinox. Like okay, and then boom, I had the Twerkout vision, and it just went out like crazy after that. And then I had to keep up in my mind mentally of like, oh, I'm getting popular. How do I keep up with all these people? How do I keep up with that? Like it was a lot of mental work as well. And I had one celebrity friend, Christina Milian, who yeah,
wow, that's crazy.
Shout out to her. She pushed the shit out of Twerkout. She loved it. She came to the class, she supported it, she promoted it, and that's how I got all the other celebrities in, and then it just kind of, you know, went from there.
But it was a crazy transition, you know, like everything for you in that period.
The transitions have been
seemed like
hard.
It happened so fucking fast.
Yeah,
dude.
It did.
How do you absorb that though?
I was gonna ask the same question. Like, so do you ever sit back and take an inventory of like essentially your life where you're sitting right now? Come on, be honest now. Sit back and be like,
only once in a while. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's always hard to sit back and be like, whoa, like look at everything you've done and like accomplished, and you've done a shit. I've done a lot. And I still feel like I'm so far behind. Like there's so many things that I wanted in the music space, for instance. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be a famous singer. I could give a care less of anything else.
You're doing it.
Music is hard. My streams aren't where I want it to be. My monthly Spotify listeners aren't where, you know, it should be. And my music's great. I love my music. I don't think anything's wrong with it. It's just finding that fan base. It's not the man that wants to, see my ass shake. It's not easy.
But the fact that you recognize that is so fucking rad, you know, because I
see what I am. I can see what it is.
That's what keeps it driven, though. I feel like that puts you in a position to where you're like, okay, fuck this. You know, I can still build this brand, you know.
I'm still building the brand for sure.
And I think that's what you've done, you know.
I'm not going to disown twerking, disown the fans. Like, I love the fans that got me to where I am. But I am looking for that other fan base, the women that, like, really want to support me and love my music. And, you know, I'm not with a label. I'm super independent. So that's hard. You don't get Spotify support. You don't get Apple support. Like, there's so many things you don't get as an independent artist. So I'm just learning, you know, and battling this industry.
Forgive me for not knowing this, but who writes your songs? Or do you write your songs, or do other people write your songs?
I write my songs and I work with other people. I love working with my writers too.
Okay.
But mostly I did my own music, and now I'm starting to bring in way more people.
Okay.
I like to do it with other people because other big names are great. You know, that's how you get in the industry. Like, yo, you wrote for SZA? Cool. Let's go write a song together.
Yeah, and the compilations are great. You know, the compilation albums are cool. I'm just talking about people actually writing the songs.
I bring in my team. I like my team now. I love to write with people. I'll talk to them about what I'm going through. Like, it's always going to be something that I'm doing, you know, that I'm going through for sure. Like, I'm not going to write about things that I'm not doing myself. So it's going to be real. But I might write it. They might write it. We might write it. I don't really care anymore.
I love that, though. I respect that. I appreciate the honesty. You know, we're in that situation where it's like, hey, fuck it. You know, like, you know, as we mentioned, we had another guy in here earlier who, you know, his podcast is so I'm not gonna say his fucking name. But you know what I mean? It's one of those situations.
I know who it is.
Yeah, he said the same thing. You know, he was like, "Hey, you know, we'll be in Nashville."
Is he independent or signed?
He's signed.
He's signed.
He's signed to the biggest country label in the world. You know,
crazy.
And he's doing his thing.
Country music. We know that's the money right there, right? I've heard that's the money.
That big money.
Those are the only people.
You know who we talk about.
Speaking of money, I'd like to promote, and I'm super happy. This is like a milestone in my career. Is I literally just got my first placement ever, music placement. So another girl group, a K-pop girl group, picked up a record because I went to Korea right before like quarantine or whatever. I went to Korea. I did a writer's camp there. I made some music, and I've been trying to get in the K-pop space for so long. It's not easy like to get in there.
Well,
we went in there, and I placed my first record with Woo-Ha. The single's doing so well. I just got word that the single's doing well off the album, so they want to promote that as the single, and so they did a music video. They're pushing it, and the producer's like, "We loved you so much. We want you to come back and write more music." I'm like, "Yes," because that's also where money's at. That's the money spot.
Well, syncs.
It's
you want to get
longer.
Sync,
yeah,
sure.
syncs. It's longer. Like it doesn't come for a while, but it's good money. So I'm really happy about
the
that.
Money.
Yeah,
the upfront's nice with the album sales and singles, but sync deals and publishing, that's where you're.
I haven't gotten into it yet, so I'm tapping in there because that's the longevity. You know, when I don't want to do it anymore, I don't want to sing and be on stage. Like when I'm however old, like I can do that still. So that's cool.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Let's talk about something we could all use more of right now. Sex, great sex. Guys, now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up, BlueChew.com. That's blue like the color blue. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach, so you can be ready whenever the opportunity arises. Blue Chew is made in the USA, it's prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor and wait in line. It's even cheaper than a pharmacy, and they prepare and ship it right to you in a discreet package. No awkwardness, and you don't need to leave the house. If you could benefit from more confidence when it counts, Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance. Right now, we've got a very special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code SSCAST. Just pay $5 shipping. Again, that's BlueChew.com, promo code SSCAST. Try it for free.
From home studio to your office, your gear performs better in an acoustic-treated room. It's not your gear, it's the room.
RLX Acoustics creates professionally tested products that's not some knockoff mattress foam. RLX provides free knowledge and support so that you can properly enhance your acoustics.
Use code Swenson and Bance in all caps at rlx.com for 10% off your entire order.
The #1 brand in acoustics, providing you trusted solutions for over 40 years.
If it works for us, it's going to work for you.
Make sure to go to rlx.com. That's AURALEX.com.
Making good music is hard, but marketing your music shouldn't be. It's simple.
Simple was born out of the idea of wanting to help musicians and industry professionals better navigate the modern music industry.
Whether you're an artist, band, manager, or record owner, Simple has a solution for you.
They offer Facebook and Instagram ads management services, Spotify growth, content marketing consultations, and so much more.
Visit their website at oddlysimple.xyz. That's SIMPL, no E, .xyz.
No E. Go check it out.
Thanks.
I was telling Trevor earlier, I was like, Bling Empire. I don't know if you watch Bling Empire on Netflix, but it's kind of a similar thing, where
what is it?
I don't know. Honestly, it's fucking billionaire Asian people in Asian culture in LA.
They're rich.
They all live in LA. They rich.
Oh, nice.
Rich.
In LA, though.
They rich, yeah.
Where do they hang out at?
Girl.
In their private mansions.
No, they
don't go anywhere.
They're literally doing it so
They're private town
big.
mansions.
Yeah.
Calabasas.
No, beyond Calabasas.
Where
we're
is
talking. I suggest both of you guys watch. Listen, it's crazy.
He
it's
said
a great
beyond
show.
Calabasas. Where is beyond Calabasas?
I know.
Beverly?
I know. It sounds weird. No, it's beyond, dude. It's next level. It's worth a watch.
They bought a cloud and they live in that
It's worth a watch. I just mean,
I'm gonna watch. What is it called?
It's called Bling Empire.
Okay.
And it's that finite, fucking number between like one of the dude's name is Kane. He's crazy. His dad's a fucking Singaporean billionaire and he's kind of made his own money here selling real estate in LA. It's fucking wild, cool. But it just when it puts you into that position, and you're able to see the type of money and
that is be able to be made.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm like, damn, where do we get that money at?
It's wild, dude.
Gotta get in there.
The way they live.
We're doing something wrong.
No, okay. Again, not to dive too much into finance.
Oh God,
it's
Trevor's all
once you make money, it's easier to continue to make money.
That makes sense.
If you're broke, it's really hard to make money.
Yes, it is.
Everybody says,
I agree.
"Oh, you can't save up to be rich." It doesn't happen. People say, "Oh, I'm going to save up for retirement."
No.
You'll save, for the course of most people's lives, and you'll retire with about $500,000, and you'll live the rest of your 25, 30 years after retirement, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But you can't save up to be rich. You have to do something with making moves to be rich. Like it's just
smart.
You have to be
business smart. I'm like, I'm not that.
There's a lot of
smart.
dumb rich people. Though,
it's hard.
So.
That too. That is true.
But I feel like that.
I wish I was smarter in business. I should have taken business class.
But you don't.
My uncle was telling me,
you hire good people on your team to take care of that.
Yes, that's true.
You're talented. Use your talents.
Yes.
And then the people around you can make you successful
Unless
that way.
Fuck you, but fuck you over.
Yeah, but this is the
Fuck
industry.
Get
ready to get fucked by everybody.
Fuck 'em.
So.
That does circle around though to what we were talking about earlier. Like you have officially, and correct me if I'm wrong, especially publicists over there off camera. You have one of the biggest OnlyFans accounts.
But
on
that doesn't mean
Earth.
the most money.
No. And,
that is
and
the
I'm
most
not
subscribed person, but there's other people that are making more money than I am.
I don't mean this from a financial standpoint.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you have
I guess
monetized
that leverage is
it.
great, though, saying that
100%,
you're the most
100%.
subscribed.
And
you said it very casually, which that's why I asked about how are
I'm
you
very
at?
casual. People
I'm
keep
sorry,
telling me
keep interrupting,
that.
buddy.
I feel like I need to be like this cocky bitch because I'm really not. But like I feel like those people really get somewhere.
You're pretty cocky, but I mean, like,
no, I'm confident.
No, not at all.
I'm a confident person.
Teasing.
But right, but don't you think that like people that really like I do this and on socials and like they fucking rock. Like they're killing it.
But
and it's always the humble people that are like
you're not monetizing it as a fucking God, I don't want to discredit anyone on OnlyFans. There's a lot of beautiful women that utilize it, and they're doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not Bella Thorne in it here.
Let's talk about Bella Thorne. Let's talk about that. That's a big question.
No, this
is the tipping question.
This is crucial. This is crucial. Yeah, let's talk about it. I'm just saying, you are one of the first, if not the first people, literally in the world to utilize it as an actual fucking platform. You don't use it as like,
maybe one of the bigger influencers, celebrities, yes, because I'm sure that there's other people that were on the platform that are like,
I know that
like promote cooking shows,
but you're not
like
like, hey, here's my ass, here's this, here's that. You're actually legitimately like, check out my new project. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going live. I feel like you use it like a fucking Instagram,
well,
and it's
another great milestone.
You're one of the only ones.
Yeah, well. I'm usually one of the first. I love it. I love to say that. I'm like, I'm the first.
So back to the Bella question. Did you get pissed off when they capped tips?
I was so upset.
Everybody
I was like, are you joking? Like, that's ridiculous. And you can also refund. And I'm like, how do you refund something you've already watched?
That
like,
sounds like bullshit.
You're going to watch my video and then refund it? Like, I don't understand how that's even possible.
Man.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I don't know why they did that, but yeah, that kind of sucked. Yeah. She made some good money off that, though.
Oh, we'll move past OnlyFans. Let's talk about something else.
She made good. Oh, no, wait. Another milestone, though, on OnlyFans, which was great, is I was the first artist to drop a music video on OnlyFans.
Exactly.
And it hit way bigger numbers than YouTube, Facebook. Like, I can't monetize on YouTube because unlike Cardi B, that's someone with a major label, she could be naked on there and still monetize. I cannot even have ass shown, like anything.
Wait.
And they won't.
Why can't you monetize on YouTube?
They just won't give me as much money.
They suck, dude.
They'll be like, no, this isn't appropriate. You can't do it. And I'm like, okay, well then I'm going to take my video and put it on OnlyFans and make $30,000 off of it instead because I can't monetize it as much as Cardi B would because she's with the label. She's with the big system.
Yeah.
They don't care about
big
us.
Tech, dude.
Well, hold on. Okay, so I have to think about this. So on Google, which is the advertising platform that you're doing this on, where
YouTube, you mean?
YouTube is Google.
Okay.
So on Google Ads, where you're pumping up your studio, YouTube Studio is Google, where you're setting your ad revenue. Like you should be able to pump that number to whatever it is. That's in the settings, and then you make it for not children. So if your ass is shaking like that,
negative.
100%.
I don't know. I might have to go back in and talk to the team about it and see if that's the case.
I'm not calling out on the air. I'm just
you're right. Maybe I can do a like an 18 and over thing. I'll have to look into that. Dude. I just know from what I've experienced, like I don't do well.
I have to co-sign with you because that does seem ridiculous, and it is one of those situations
unfair.
where
it's like, really unfair.
And it's, I feel like there's that weird common misconception between like art and music, and you're trying to implement a little bit of both, because there is a lot of artists out there, men and women.
Sex sells, bro.
That are
Sex
sharing.
Sells. I just have a very creative, like, out of the box mind. So I always think of boom, like do this. Oh, like for instance.
I was going to say, what's the next thing? Come on.
I'll tell you. So I have a, damn it. Did I bring it?
What is it?
I didn't bring it. I'm so upset. Okay. So I did a photo shoot and I look like a really sexy version of Willy Wonka.
Okay.
You'll see a TikTok. If you go on TikTok, you'll see me dressed up as
movie.
it.
Of which one, by the way? The Johnny Depp
The Johnny
version?
Depp one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Although I'm sexy version, so it's not really the same as any of them.
Gene
but
Wilder.
like,
Gene Wilder.
It's more towards the Johnny Depp.
Okay.
And
so Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
go.
And I have a chocolate bar I created, and it's me on there, and it says Baddie Bar. Right?
Ooh.
Are you actually going to sell these?
Yes. So I'm selling them for like around Valentine's Day, and inside is going to be a golden ticket. In 5 of them. How amazing is it?
And
it's
what are
so
the 5
fun.
win?
It's so
That
fun.
So hold on.
So
So now we
sick.
have to release this way early so we can get this out there.
Yeah.
Okay, you got
That is
it.
so sick though.
So the Baddie Bar will have basically you get a Zoom party with me. So like only 5 of us. There's gonna be 6 of us in the Zoom call for however long. We'll throw a little party. We'll talk, one-on-one, and they'll get time with me. So that's pretty much what it is.
I believe you're the #1 searched baddie
Actually on Instagram?
on Instagram.
Yeah, if you type in baddie, I
pretty
pop
sure
up.
it's you.
I'm so excited about that. I was like, wow.
That's
but
a
then there's
thing?
also Baddie
Yes,
Winkle,
yes.
which is like an older lady that
Okay.
like she's really cute. and
Shout
cool,
out to
but
Baddie Winkle.
Yeah, she does. I think she pops up too.
Yeah. It's you and then there's
I'm like typing baddie on Instagram, bitch. It's me.
I love it.
I feel like Lex is,
I love
and
it.
then this is going to date the shit out of me, but I feel like Lex is the new Sydney Margolis of the world.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I've never
but
heard that name, and I'm
hopefully
shocked that I
it's-
haven't.
Hopefully
Sydney
it's a good thing.
Margolis was the probably most famous model on the planet
Interesting.
until she posed for Playboy. Because she's the only model that
That
never
didn't?
took her clothes off.
Oh well.
Yeah.
You know.
Interesting. Oh, she posed naked. Yeah, so I've
She
never
posed
done
nude in
naked.
Playboy,
Yeah, I've
and
never done
then it
nude.
went. Shroom. But the thing is, she hit her
That's
peak, and she knew she could never get any bigger. So
She
she's
had
like,
to do it.
finally, she cashed in on Playboy,
That makes
and
sense.
that was it. So
that makes sense. I always say that. I was on Playboy once. We did a twerking through time video. Hilarious and super cool. But I mean, I was fully clothed.
Pre-Playboy
there.
shutdown or post-Playboy?
It was
What?
actually.
It was the peak.
during. It was
the
during.
peak,
It was yeah.
I
It was
feel like,
pretty.
yeah.
No.
They were.
Pre-nudity or post-nudity shutdown? Because they don't do nudity in Playboy anymore.
It was
so.
literally right when it was transitioning,
Gotcha.
like the middle. They were like on the tip. I don't know. It was like right there. So I don't really remember. But I didn't do nude. And then we did a video or a shoot too.
At the mansion or somewhere else?
It was somewhere else. It's just at a studio, one of their main studios in Beverly Hills.
Cool.
Is that
was
a
fun.
weird? And I just to change the subject a little bit. I remember seeing that. You're from the same area as me. We're Northern Cali,
Sacktown,
fucking native Sacktown stand up.
Oak
916
Park,
baby.
baby.
You know what the fuck's good. Oak Park. Shout out to Mozzie.
Yeah, shout out to Mozzie.
Hey, Big Moz, who is now down here in LA killing it. We should probably fucking have him on the pod
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, we'll get Mozzie.
But you know what I mean?
That's
It's
dope.
like you were able to really monetize all of that shit,
By myself.
And by
which is
yourself,
kinda cool,
which is something I wanted to really bring up, and I appreciate you saying by yourself.
I just feel like it's just so normal.
you didn't have a.
I'm like, yeah, like.
No, it sounds so
But
crazy.
I do feel like a lot of people have not given me the chance, any chances.
Absolutely.
So I had to fucking pave my own way and create my own way. Like, if you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to go get it and do it myself. So, like, I feel like a lot of my career has been based on that, which is exhausting. But I get to do what I want to do. So that's fun.
Trailblazer Lexi.
Yes. Absolutely, though.
I like that.
I mean, you've had to do a ton of it on your own, Shout out Danny Lay. Shout out to the shows and everything, but
I've never been signed. I had one showcase with Jimmy Ivey when I was 19.
I recall
Jimmy. He's a
100
good dude.
tickets selling after we announce you on the show.
That's crazy.
You know? And,
damn, we got to go back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying that and you know what I mean. Like I said, this was.
You hear that, other promoters? I'm going for you. Texas, Atlanta, who else? Vegas. I'm trying to come out and do some shows.
Yeah,
so let's
it's
perform.
big game. You know what I mean?
I'll sell some tickets.
I feel like there's not a lot of people who do that, but you've been really good at incorporating, you know, your dancing with your artistry.
It's been tough, but
you've done it.
Worked out.
You've done it though. You've fucking done it, dude. And you turned it into, you know, not just only an OnlyFans empire, but an everything empire. And that seems so weird to me. Like, do you have people pulling up on you and they're like, "Oh my God, Lexy Panterra," you know, they're fucking weird and
crazy.
Yeah.
They're okay. My fans are nice.
They're cool. Oh God, lucky you.
Sometimes there's weirdos. Now, don't get me wrong.
They exist.
Especially on OnlyFans, they get crazy over there. But my fans are pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay, can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
No.
And we don't. No. I don't want real numbers. I don't want real numbers. This is just a curious thing. Are you secure financially from OnlyFans? You know, has that secured you? I'm not gonna ask how much you made.
Yeah. Well,
I just want to know.
I'm gonna keep it real. Before quarantine hit, before I hit OnlyFans, I wasn't making a lot of money because Twerkout I wasn't really focusing on. So we weren't touring, we weren't doing classes. Like online was okay for Twerkout. And brand deals were kind of not really coming in. Yeah. My music, like I said, I don't make a lot of money off that because I'm not big on music. So like that's not bringing money in. So I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna monetize all this shit that I have, you know? So that's when OnlyFans came in, changed my fucking life. And now, yes, I can say that I am totally fine. Every month I'm secure.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes. Amen to that.
How crazy is that though? Has that been a weird situation for you too? Because I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, you know, go listen. You know, people may not know your music, but it's like go fuck with it. You know,
listen to it. I think you'll like
just fuck with it. You know,
you'll like one song off the damn album.
You wouldn't have been on fucking Danny Lay shows. You know, shout out to her
trash,
and whatever. If it was trash, you know, I remember seeing it for the first time, and I'm not gonna lie, I fucking was judging you. You know, we're from the same city, and I was like,
that brings up another thing.
I knew who you were. I knew who you were, but I was like, okay. Let's see if she's the fucking real deal, you know, especially as a promoter myself.
I love that.
And I saw it and I was
love that.
And I was like, wow. You know, I was like, she's the real deal. This is real music. This is real good shit.
There's a song called Die Before You Love Me on the first song on my album. So it says, what do I have to do for you to fuck with me? Do I have to die for you to or what I got to do for you to love me? Do I have to die for you to fuck with me? Literally, right? And it fucking just boom, it stands out like that. And you're like, whoa, it's a really good record. And it kind of like, my timeline is in that record. Like I speak about my timeline, and we're promoting the shit out of it right now. And I just recorded the music video. Like we just did the music video in the rain at this epic house in like, what was it? Like Sylmar or something like that. Where was it at? Not Sylmar. It was crazy. It was up in the mountains somewhere, and it was a couple blocks away. It was so cool. So I'm really promoting that. I actually did the record whenever Peep died. Whenever he died, that's when I was like, boom.
Shout out to Peep, man.
It was like 3 years ago.
Was it 3 years ago?
Yeah, it was 3 years ago. So that kind of sparked it because I knew that I was like, why are these rappers blowing up after they fucking die? Like that's insane. Why is it taking that? Yeah, why is it taking that? Right. So. And then other people started doing it. I was like, whoa. And I didn't want to release it yet because I felt like what I was talking about in the song wasn't relevant to my life yet. Because I was like, another part of the song was like 100 fucking bands on my head. I wasn't making hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I was like, it's not relevant right now. Like, I just felt like I wasn't in the space. And it's very relevant right now. And I was like, oh, shit. Literally, this is where I'm at in my career, this song. So we're pushing it now as the last push on the last Baddie Vibes album. So that's what we're doing right now.
Can we shout it out one more time? What's the name?
Die Before You Love Me off the Baddie Vibes album.
It's out now.
It's out. It's the first song on the album.
Fuck with it. Number one.
It's a good one. It's very relatable. Everyone's felt that way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do I have to do? Fucking die? Like, what to get what I want, or for someone to love me? And
I just
love. It's very relatable. People.
I love
conceptual
feel that way.
music
like that too, though. You know, I'm one of those people where like when an album comes in. I want you to give it to me from song one.
Well, that one definitely gives it to you.
I want to dive in and really absorb it and enjoy it. So shout out to you. I mean, that's cool.
Thanks.
And shout out to Peep too. You know, you just pump Peep.
Thanks for inspiring
and I thought that was
me.
cool. Yeah.
He's DM'd me once. I think it was to be in like a music video.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know. I was like, dang.
That's crazy.
How's your acting career going?
Acting career, actually, not bad. I haven't booked anything for a while, but it's a little weird right now booking things. I don't have an agent. I don't have a manager. That's another thing. I don't have an agent and I don't have a manager. I'm doing everything on my own. I need an agent.
We'll talk later. Hey, music industry, need software?
Prism FM is the only independent, all-in-one solution that helps buyers, promoters, and venues manage everything they do.
From holds all the way through settlement, this software is all-encompassing.
Let's replace error-prone spreadsheets with a secure, mobile-friendly platform.
Teams can manage more with less, eliminating costly redundancies while improving team communication.
Organizations using Prism will be able to recover faster when shows finally come back to life.
Visit prism.fm for more information.
You and your business will not be disappointed. We guarantee it.
Hey everybody, it's Trevor and Adam.
We want you to check out Dynamic Talent International, the boutique booking agency with a personal attention to their clients' needs.
From music talent, seminars, podcasts, and YouTube, DTI represents a wide range of incredible clients.
Visit dynamictalentint.com for a full roster list and contact information. Go check it out.
I got one. Who's the most geeked out you've ever been to meet so far? Because you guys are meeting all these crazy people that are somebody.
Yeah.
Like the first time you bumped into Drake, how crazy was that?
Funny. How do you know I bumped into Drake?
Hey,
You're just assuming?
I know everything.
We're like Nardwuar wannabes.
Actually, I have a story about that.
You got a story about
I was at
Drizzy?
Drake's house.
He was probably like, "What's good?"
Which house is the question?
Listen. One of the big, the big Calabasas house. This is a couple few years
so
back.
not past Calabasas. So we're good there.
Yeah,
okay.
we're in Calabasas, right?
No, he got 'em
I'm the
everywhere.
type to be like, I'm not gonna look like a hoe, and I'm not there to fuck anybody. So like, I just need that to be clear, right? When I go in, so you're not gonna see me in like your dress, like hoeing it out, looking like all these other thoughts, right? Because they are there to meet him and do that. So I was like, but I got invited. I'm an artist. I'm like, I don't care. I need to meet Drake for sure. Like, cool.
Yeah.
He didn't show up for a long time, right? So we were there, and I'm like, I'm also the one, I'm not staying. Like, I'm going to leave early. So I go there, and I'm like, on my way to leave. And then he's standing there in the doorway, and the house is huge, so I don't know where I'm going. I'm like, I don't even know how to get out of the house. And I was like, hey. He's like, hey. I was like, well, thanks for the invite. I'm Lexy. He was like, oh, nice to meet you. I was like, bye, I'm leaving. I was like, where's the exit? He's like, whichever way brings you back inside the house.
Oh,
I was like,
smooth. That's why he's Drake.
Goodness, shout out to Drizzy Drake.
and I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And so he was
But
like,
hey,
no,
you
it's
gotta-
that way. I was like, thank you.
That was a soft flex, though.
And then the second time I met him, I think I got invited to his underground party in London. It was the Scorpion album release party.
Wow.
Super cool party.
So sick.
Where's that in
Super cool
London?
club in London. I don't remember what club it was.
Like, were you in Camden? Were you in Knightsbridge? Where were you? Do you remember?
Some
It
low-key
might have been like
shit.
a Knightsbridge thing. It was
Yeah.
a nice area. And we got our jackets with our names on it. It was really cool.
Wow.
So he was there. I saw him briefly. Like, he doesn't know who I am still. It's just like a hey, like casual thing. But I love Drake. He's one of the artists that I really want to work with.
I do appreciate that sincerity, though. That's pretty fucking rad.
But I wasn't like about it. But like, he's someone that I definitely want to
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
What about the last time you hung out with Post then? Come on. You
Post?
geeked out on Post, no?
No, definitely not.
Oh,
Because I didn't
you're-
really care or know who he was. But I also had the same manager as him.
Oh.
Yeah, we had the same manager. I had to skirt out of that situation. But he was cool. Post is such a nice guy. Like, he's one of the nicest
like
guys
a
I've
cool
ever
fucking
met,
dude.
to be
He comes
honest.
from his world, so like
Post
that.
is really cool.
Yeah, I've
But
got some. I've got some
I don't know,
weird
Snoop
ties
Dogg.
to
Like,
him.
I've hung out with Snoop Dogg's family.
dude.
Like, their whole team. Like, I've been with them on like Easter. We went to Universal Studios, like him and his daughter, because I had like taught Twerkout to his daughter and his wife and stuff. So like they invited me there
sick.
one day, and yeah, I've never gotten crazy over anybody. Living in LA, it's just kind of, I guess, I don't know, used to it or something.
I think
Isn't
I
that
want to
funny?
circle back though. Like that's you mentioned living in LA, and obviously you were kind of a NorCal icon, and you built your brand out there.
Mhm.
And then when did it like fucking click? And you were like, I gotta go to LA. Because
16
how old are you
though.
now?
I
if
was
you don't
way-
mind me
it was
asking?
way-
You don't
I-
have to say your age for this. Like,
Don't date me. I can't
Let's
tell you.
Okay, we saying you're in your mid-20s now.
Sure.
When were you finally like, I need to be in Los Angeles?
I came here when I was 16.
16.
My dad lived
Wow.
here, and my mom lived in Oak Park. So, like,
That's
I was
crazy.
flying back and forth my whole life. And then I was like, damn, I really want to do music. So, like, how am I going to do this in Sacramento? Like, it's not going to happen. I didn't even know what to do with music. I just knew that I want to be like Britney Spears or something. So,
That's so
I was like,
dope, though.
Dad, like, I need to move there. So, I cried. I was so upset leaving. My brothers, my mom, my stepdad, like everyone was there. And I just went to go live with my dad. And 16, that's when I came. But I didn't do anything until like after high school. Like I was going to Millennium Dance Studio. Someone spotted me. They're like, hey, do you want to be in a girl group? I was like, sure. And that's like the first actual like trying to do something with my career.
Can we elaborate on Oak Park a little bit, though? I hate to just like, you know.
Tell me about Oak Park.
Yeah.
I hate to drive
what part did you grow
from
up
there.
in?
I grew up in DPH.
Where's that? What's that?
Del Paso Heights.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
the hood.
No, you know,
Oak Park
we close
is straight hood. Like,
but I grew up,
the ghetto.
Apollo Cuts, you know, the skaters, all those dudes were my boys growing up.
Apollo, yeah.
Apollo's the man. Yeah, exactly. And who lives in New
Here.
York now. He's doing his thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, shout out to Apollo Cuts. You know, I know you probably watching. Hopefully you fuck with you.
Blowing out the shout outs today. I love it.
But I appreciate that. But I feel like, you know, maybe people watching and listening don't understand those type of roots, you know.
They don't. They have no idea where
they
it came
they
from.
have no
a lot of
fucking
people
clue,
probably thought I was
you know,
a
and I
little
know
your bio is
stuff.
definitely a little misleading. On
I know
IMDb.
What does it say?
It says you were conceived in a like
69 Cutlass?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Bro.
My dad was, because my dad, like, so my dad
bro.
was like he was from Iran. And then when the Shah of Iran took over the 1979 thing, he came to England when he was like 13, 14. And then he went to up north, which was like Napa Valley, Petaluma, like, you know, Cowtown. And they grew up there. That's when they met my mom. So they always say like, I was born, you know, conceived in a 69 Cutlass because my dad is majorly into like hot rods and stuff.
That's what's up.
They're like getting down in the hot rods, and then yeah, that's where that came from. My dad loves hot rods. My whole family, that side, is into like dirt bikes and racing and all that stuff. And then my mom is your normal mom who manages apartment complexes.
Does she still live in the P?
No, she's living with me right now, and she's moving to Florida. She found a new love.
Shout out to your mom.
And she's moving to Florida soon. And I have my little brother with me. He's 17. He's going to stay with me.
Hey,
and
that's what's up.
My other brothers are up north still. Actually, another brother just moved here too. He's having a baby, and I'm really excited. They're all younger. I'm the oldest.
But you're putting your family on.
Trying to.
Yeah,
but Oak Park was not a fun, great place. No, I wouldn't say fun. It was very fun, but it wasn't a great place to grow up. No.
But
I would not grow my children up in Oak Park.
I feel like people don't understand, you know, like I just called it the P, you know, but
Oak
it's
Park
like that's kind of that Sacramento native shit, you know.
I mean, very gang related, very mixed culture though, I would say, predominantly black.
It's not worse than Stockton though, right?
I would say it's the same.
I would say
really.
I don't want to, you know.
It was bad.
Clickbait, but
I mean, I would like, you know, walk and like you see drug dealers right there. You see fucking just like crazy shit.
Yeah,
like
it's wild.
You're just in the hood. Like whatever bad hood you would think, it's that.
It's basically on that level. Yeah,
it is that level. Yeah. But like, you know, when you live there, like you're taken care of because everyone's kind of watching out for everybody, right? That's like they don't like outsiders. So like we were fine, but it was a tough city to live in. Not rich, I'll tell you that.
It's a motivational situation though, right? You know, and
I loved it though.
I appreciate you still, you know, being on something like this, and you know, we're gonna send this out to a lot of people, and you're still being honest. You know, you're like, I'm from fucking Oak Park, and I think a lot of people appreciate that. And
I love getting my fam from Oak Park. They support me. It's exciting. Actually, for Christmas, we just did a toy drive. Like we were literally out in the rain on Christmas. It was on Christmas. After we opened up our gifts, we went out and like right next to it was called the Fox Market on the corner of on the corner of Martin Luther King and Broadway.
OG.
And so we went there and like passed out gifts and stuff. Like we went to Walmart, Target, the Dollar Tree, just bought a shit, like, you know, thousands of dollars worth of stuff and like put together all these bags. Me and my mom were just like giving back to the community. It was great. It was super cool.
Does it feel good to be able to do that though?
Yeah, I actually don't do that enough, and so it was really awesome. It just brings back so many memories because I was a kid that didn't have a lot, and so like we would go to the food banks and we would go to the places where they were like giving out coats and stuff. So it's a crazy experience for sure.
That's so sick.
You gotta get your big charity set up so you can just start doing it again.
I'd like to. Yeah, that'd be cool. Is to get. And another thing I'm really heavily in is like just women empowerment, period. Like women oppression, like for instance in the Middle East, like you're not even allowed to dance in public. Like it blows my mind. And I'm over here being a Persian Middle Eastern twerker twerking in front of monumental icons in America. So I'm very heavy, and I've been really diving into that and trying to understand the culture and the regime over there and the religion and understanding what is, you know, what happened. And because it was way more free back before my dad had to come here, you know.
Are you Muslim?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I do have Allah on the back of my neck tatted, which is still not appropriate. They don't want me to have that either.
I saw that, and then I saw your arm too. So
yeah, I have love on my arm.
Yep.
Which is beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Know,
but I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I believe in God.
Spiritual.
But,
I appreciate that. I said the same thing.
Back to the women thing, though. They did.
Yeah,
it did allow them to drive now, so that's a big deal.
It just blows. It's so upsetting that they think that the women are secondary to a man. It doesn't make any sense.
Shia Law is like, that's some hardcore shit.
It's too much. It's way too much. It's a cultural thing. I don't understand
it. And it's a cultural thing. Yeah, exactly. You said it best. It's a cultural thing.
But like, you gotta let the kid live. Like, you gotta let your children do what makes them happy, period. That's what matters the most, and anything else is bullshit.
Have they accepted that now?
My mom doesn't care what I do. My dad doesn't. I was like, you're gonna deal with it whether you like it or not. And my dad's super Americanized. He doesn't really believe in all that either. So
they love
my dad. I was like, Dad, I'm like quitting college. He didn't really expect me to go to college. He was like, yeah, like he's like, welcome to the full throttle life. And I was like, what's that mean? He's like, oh, you just gotta go for it. Just fucking go. He's like, if you're not doing school, like full throttle, like just go. And I'm like, all right. And I guess that's what I did.
It's true.
That's dropping dimes.
You gotta find your hustle. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Luckily, I didn't have to deal with super strict parents in that realm, that aspect. But a lot of people do, and it really is sad. It's sad. Yeah. People kill themselves over those things.
That's so
crazy. Right now we're in like a super big depression point. Like everybody's all stressed out with the pandemic, and people are losing their jobs. But you know, not to bring down the conversation.
Yeah, but like, I mean, the hustlers are gonna hustle and they're gonna win. And
that's exactly.
And if you're not a hustler, that's
now.
Just what it is, and you're gonna be stuck in the rut, and that's your problem. You know, you gotta fucking go. You gotta think outside of the box. You gotta come up with your own ideas and push your own businesses. That's how you're gonna win, I think. So. I
mean, that's the start of every empire, though. Is you have to be again a trailblazer to be able to go out and do it, or else.
And if you don't want to, you don't have to, but you can't feel bad for yourself. You can't be all in a pity party.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's true.
I'm like cold-hearted. I'm like,
that's
how it is.
So other than being cold-hearted, what else is going to fill your weeks for the coming weeks here?
Me? Editing this music video, the Die Before You Love Me video, make sure that's on point, you know, finding out who I want it to premiere, like where I want it to premiere on, and finishing this album. And then, I just went on a vacation, so that was nice. So now I'm really back in like grind mode.
Where'd you go?
Back in the mode. Yeah.
St. Bart's in Antigua. I went to the Caribbean.
You did it big.
Whoa, it was amazing.
Where'd you stay on board?
We did a jet. We just lived it up.
You did it.
We did it. But like we had a company sponsor that part, and then we went to Antigua by ourselves without any sponsors or anything. It was really fun, but we stayed at the villa. It was just a villa that it was sponsored, the house.
Oh, okay.
It was really, really amazing. I got a tan. I was relaxed.
You're Persian. You're always
tan.
I'm
a little pale. I'm a little pale Persian. I'm not as tan as I want to be.
You'd be surprised.
You guys got that year-round tan thing.
A little olive.
Us white people, like
I see a little red.
Hey, I'm Native American,
bro.
Don't fuck with me.
Like, well, I got sunburned. I was playing golf yesterday, so I'm really sunburned.
Oh, that's
I'm Native American, dude. I'm claiming my native.
A little bit, but yeah, it was great. I'm back on my grind mode though.
Shout out to you, Lexy, man. You're killing it. Good for you.
Thank
I appreciate you being so strong, and I think when I say so strong, I mean like, you know, you put on for NorCal, and I think that's a big deal because there is a lot of people. West Coast, baby. There's a lot of people that don't fuck with us, and they should now.
You know what's funny?
You know what I'm saying?
What?
And it's so funny because I'm about to do this even more. So I went on the Too Short and E40
the verses?
Yeah. Hey. And I was just going in on the like comments. I was like, they're gonna know I'm here. Like, I don't give a fuck what people think. Like, especially in the industry, I really don't care. I do it for the fans, by the way. Some people do it for like, I don't want to look bad. I don't give one shit. Like, I'm only here for the fans. So I was like typing. I was like, yeah. And I was having the best time ever. And I was just going off. And then I kept saying that Sacramento's the Bay, and everyone who's like in Stockton and San Francisco, they always claim that it's not the Bay Area, and I'm like, it's the Bay. I don't care if it's by a bay or not. We're all, this little hub is the Bay. Like, people say we're from the Bay, and they were so mad. And I kept getting so many DMs, like so
the fans were bad in the room.
Oh, they're hating, bro.
Or like
just whoever it was watching. No. Short says I'm from the Bay. He says, nah, you're good. Like, you you're definitely Bay Area. He says it to me. And E40 is related to my stepdad, by the way.
Wow. Trev's East Coast, so he's in
and
the
I'm
East
like,
Coast.
yo, I'm in
the
there. I was
Midwest.
like, you guys can't tell me shit. And so
You're
I was
West
getting
now.
so much
Yeah,
attention.
We claim you.
I'm
But
doing it again. I was popping.
It
I
is-
was popping off because I was doing that. They're like, it's not the Bay. It's not the Bay. And I would message everyone back. And then they became a fan after that. It was wonderful.
Bro, if 925, if these motherfuckers from Antioch, shout out Antioch, shout out
Antioch, I
everyone.
used to live in Antioch.
If they claiming that 925 and that Bay shit, even though, let's be real, it's,
I'll tell you what.
somewhat East Bay
Antioch
area.
is almost Bay.
If it's lightweight East Bay area.
I'm not from here, but the Bay doesn't start until you hit Napa.
Wow.
Because
I don't believe it.
everything else is a desert.
Trev.
No, Sacramento's not.
It's a desert.
We have hella trees. I wouldn't
No.
say it's a desert.
Okay, so the reason they call it City of Trees is the we can go into a whole thing here.
Oh, damn.
Would you
Sacramento
fucking
is
start
a
with this,
floodplain. It's a desert.
Okay.
All those trees were brought in and planted by other people.
know.
Those
Really?
are not
I don't know,
indigenous
Trev.
trees.
That's interesting.
Absolutely, that's why it's a city of trees. That's why the allergens in the
Is that why
city
it's
of
so goddamn
Sacramento is
hot in
terrible.
Sacramento?
That's because
This
it's a
fucking
desert.
podcast is
Sacramento.
over.
Yeah, we're done with you.
I know. Well,
You ain't no pedestrian.
Wow.
I thought we were talking about I thought we were talking about cancel culture.
But you
it's
know
not
what?
happening here.
I
bro.
hell
no
no, it's
cancel
not.
culture.
I also
Yeah.
lived in Oakland. I also lived in San Francisco. So I'm a
Oh,
Bay
yeah.
Area.
Yeah.
So that's Bay Area.
Shout out to that.
Yeah.
And I have seen you online. You're affiliated with a ton of those people, and they show you mad love
They
and
do.
respect.
And I love them.
And I appreciate that. I think you're one of
I love
the bigger
Too Short.
artists
He's a
out of this
homie.
area.
He's
and
so cool.
I booked
you
quite a
do
few
put it
shows
on
with him.
for Zach,
I
and
try.
shout out to you for that.
Thanks.
Because a lot of people don't do that. You got like motherfucking Papa Roach holds it down for Zach.
That's Vacaville though. That's not.
Hey,
That's Vacaville.
Jacoby will put down for Zach
Oh,
though, and there's a lot of
Vacaville.
other people too though.
Oh, Vacaville, Bakersfield.
0706.
I was thinking about the
Baco's
really
like 5 hours
boring.
from Sac.
Yeah, it is. No, it
Oh,
is.
God, yeah.
That's boring over there. You just see a bunch of random stray dogs.
And
You
that's
think you're in
Corn
like
Town.
a third world country over there.
It's honestly, it's
You're like
known,
Bakersfield. I
it's
would
known
never.
as the butthole of Sacramento.
But I definitely
California.
Bakersfield. I had a class over there. It was fun.
You had a class in Bakersfield.
Twerkout class, yeah. Because I
Oh.
always hit it coming back into town because I drive to the Bay and then hit all of the Bay spots and then drive through Bakersfield
Yeah.
and then go to LA.
You hit
Well,
the 5.
Poppin'.
Straight up.
Shout out to anyone that's supporting you and what you're
Thanks.
doing. Honestly,
Yeah, shout out to you.
I don't know
guys.
if there's any misconceptions about you,
Thank
but you are a fucking cool individual.
Thank you.
You got a lot going on in your life. I think you deserve it. I know we've been talking for a while now, but I think you deserve
flowing, man.
everything.
Keep it going.
I think you deserve everything you,
you got
going
questions?
on,
You got more questions?
I'm waiting for you to start hitting at us because everybody always asks us questions.
What
about,
are you do? What do you do?
I don't do
Oh,
much,
we're not
you
going
know?
that deep.
I mean,
I don't know what you do.
He's a booking agent.
so
whoa. Whoa. Wait a minute.
And
Are you really a
he's-
booking agent
I
though?
own
Of
a
course.
talent agency.
What do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mean when you say that?
We,
What kind of booking?
we book
Like major
tours all over
artists
the world for
all over the world.
Like,
Yeah,
that's what we do.
Okay, well, let me tell you.
I thought I told you
God-
that. I thought I told you that.
I don't really.
Maybe I.
I
fucked
didn't
up.
really care. I just was like, yeah, let's do this.
You're
I didn't
like,
look
oh,
into
let's go.
anything, to be
I was
honest.
like, hey,
I just like
like,
meeting
yeah.
cool
We did
new
a show.
people. so,
First of all,
yeah.
I've been looking for you because
Bring it on.
my team has came at the fucking perfect time. Every person in my team has came at the time that I need them to come in.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, I really need a creative director right now. What happened? Boom, a creative director came and he came with a stylist, which was the second thing. I was like, I need a stylist right after that. Boom, 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 right? And so what was it? I said that I needed a booking. I was like, I need someone into the booking space and an agent. And then a manager later. I don't want a manager yet. I don't need a manager yet. So I was like, who's
Keep that
this? So we're
10%.
talking.
We'll talk.
Let's
We'll
holla.
talk. We'll talk off camera.
We're gonna get off camera.
Yeah, we'll talk
Okay.
off camera, and then
That's exciting.
I'll help you with a lot of other stuff that you were talking about. Plus, you've listed lots of my former and current clients in your conversation.
Great.
So,
That's great. Oh, I love that.
yeah,
Cool.
So,
But hey,
yeah.
are we rapping?
no, man, she's fucking.
What else?
Okay, let's
Why are
go
we
then.
rapping?
What
Where
else
are we
you
gonna
got?
go?
Ride.
I don't know.
Let's
I'm waiting on
ride.
you. Like you've got so much going on.
Emily, you have to be back at a certain time? Okay.
Okay. I
I
mean,
was like, we'll bring
again,
her in, dude.
what else? Like, what do you have that's going on in the world? What do you got beef with right now? Who, fuck off everybody else. Let's do it no jumper style on here.
Oh god.
Fuck off. I'm trying to think. Emily, what you think? Is there anyone I'm like, fuck you to everybody? Who am I? I don't know why. I can't
She
bust
got
out. I was like,
Bust out.
She
I
got
thought you didn't hold
publicist
back.
I don't know why Galore won't book me. Galore won't book me on their Galore magazine.
No.
I've been trying to get on Galore.
I
should
don't
know
even
this.
know him, so fuck him.
Huh?
Fuck him.
El Arabia won't book me. All the
Arabia?
Middle Eastern,
Anybody?
I
They
can
won't
pretty
really-
much tell you why they won't.
I know why. Yeah, right.
I
So
mean-
it's very hard. I'm like,
They should all book you.
I mean, unless you're gonna wear like
a burqa.
I have a burqa, you know.
Yeah,
like,
it's unfortunate. And then there's other people. There was another magazine that they really said something, and I was like, they called me some like booty rapper, like what did they gangster booty rapper?
Did you get
I was like, honestly,
like,
thank you for calling me a rapper. I'm not a gangster. I would say a rock star. And a big booty, sure. Like, okay.
I personally thought you were a singer.
And so they wouldn't put me on their damn thing. I was like, what the hell? What do I come off as?
Yeah, that's so weird.
How dare you?
That's so
How
weird.
dare you?
I've always
I
thought
was
you as
disrespected.
a singer.
Did you put them on blast?
No. But I'm upset about it.
They're on blast now.
I just can't wait to say I don't want to be on your thing when they want me on
when
there.
It happens. So
you're the type of person
I can't
when you
wait
get to the
block
top,
the numbers, you know?
When you get to the top and they call you and you're like, fuck you. Okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
I love it.
It's coming.
I love it.
Yeah, I feel like, not to extend us like fucking even further, but I really do feel like, especially, kind of knowing you early on, not like on a personal level, but you've climbed your way. You've clawed.
Without fucking people. How great is that?
100,000%. You've done everything you could do to get to the fucking top, and you worked your ass off to get there. Ironically, I think the show we did, I think I mentioned it earlier, but it was Danny Lay, who's obviously fucking doing her thing now.
Danny Lay's great.
Shout out
she
to
did
her.
not shout me out on her tour.
Which is crazy.
I was upset about it.
Which is crazy. This was an early one, and I recall the show being sold out, and I was just like, fuck.
If I had someone on my tour, I would shout them out.
Oh, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%,
Depends on the look you're going for. No, again,
that's true.
Hold on. It just depends on, again, I'm not doubting your brand and your abilities, but if you're promoting your content and your brand and your music or whatever it is, again,
do you think it takes away from other people?
Doesn't take away at all. It's the fact that you're promoting you and you're doing your work. Like if you're doing your work for your twerk videos or your music, let's do your music, and there's nobody that helped you collab. Like Danny didn't help you collab and doing that stuff, right? You have no songs with them.
No, we didn't collaborate. No.
Then who are you?
Even if you're on a tour with them,
you can be on tour and be like, oh yeah, check out my tour, and then the
poster.
But
if they
speaks
accept me on the tour,
thing,
they didn't put me on their poster. I had to make my own.
Well, see, then that's why you got no shot.
Well, then I shouldn't have been on their goddamn tour in the first place.
Like you were on the entire tour and weren't on the poster?
I was on all West Coast.
I agree.
How many dates?
It was like 5 or 6.
How many dates was the tour?
Sold out. How many?
I just feel like if I had somebody on there, I would have shouted them out a little bit. But she's 100%. Cool. Like maybe it just was what it was. I don't know.
Did you get shouted from stage? Like, did you hear her say anything from stage? Like, oh, like thanks for whoever opened or whatever,
I
give like some love type of thing.
I don't remember.
See, that's where you would get the love. You wouldn't get it publicly because you weren't on the tour poster. You weren't an official ad.
I don't fuck with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would definitely shout out the people that I have opening up for me. Period.
1,000%.
Got you. So then, what you're gonna do then, and this is just me doing the same thing I did to him a couple hours ago, which is hilarious. That means that every local that opens from you from now on from your tours, you have to shout out every local every single night on your Twitter and your Instagram.
I 100% would.
Then that's right.
I don't know why they wouldn't. I feel like that's retarded. Sorry, I shouldn't use that word.
It's tough.
I think it's stupid
because you'll never, unless you have a team behind you that knows all of that shit. You are so busy.
No, I get that. Some people don't tag everyone because they're like, "What are their names?" See? I get that aspect, but I think it's important. I think the support like that is important for me. So listen, whoever wants to be on my tour, you're gonna get shouted out.
I was just gonna say though, I worked
because we were talking about the team. You know what I mean? Tagging your team, tagging the people you're around, tagging who you're supporting, showing them love. That's important.
Big talk.
For me, I like it. That's me though.
Agent Live 360, the world's first and only publicly offered CRM software designed specifically for sports agents.
AL360 is an incredible state-of-the-art software that does everything from keeping track of clients, professional, and college teams, to even company finances and client return on investment.
This system does it all. Visit agentlive360.com for full details.
Go check it out. Cat clothing for all the cat lovers in us.
Visit catclothing.net for their full line of cat-inspired clothes.
Hoodies, shirts, tanks, shorts, and even fitness gear are now fully in stock for the fall and winter season.
Again, visit catclothing.net today. Check it out. Thanks, everybody.
Meow, meow. I worked with you, and you easily could have been...
You keep getting farther away,
You could have been in BS.
You're probably off camera by now with how far over you are.
Fuck it, we're here. You know what I mean? You easily could have, you could have ego blown us. You know, you knew we fucked with Ace of Spades and we owned Ace of Spades and everything in the big city. And
my girl Ainsley, she's the one that one of my best friends from high school. She was our main what is spirit leader?
Yeah, the head cheerleader.
You gotta go to Ace of Spades. You gotta go to.
You had the camp there, dude, and everyone was
Faces
so
on 20th Street. It's a gay bar.
Yeah. Shout out Faces.
Sorry, it is a gay friendly bar. Sorry,
gay friendly bar.
Everyone was so fucking rad. Your whole camp, everyone was so cool. You know, you pulled up, and the show was sold out. I want to say, hours in advance, and
that's nice. I love that.
Yeah, everyone was so cool.
That was dope.
So I feel like for people that are watching this and aren't fucking with it, I know we touched on the music, but please, to anyone watching, do yourself a favor. Fuck with Lexy's music. Dive in. Get yourself some, because I personally it's
going to make you feel like a baddie.
I'm a dick, bro. I'm a dick. I'm a snob. When I see people, I do hundreds of shows a year. Trevor's an agent. We always do it, and I'm usually quite the fucking hater, so... I was very impressed. It was great. It was actually real.
Are you
authentic.
The douchebags online that slide into the DMs?
No, I don't fuck with online. I don't even share my life online. I did.
And I'm like, fuck you. And then you're like, oh, and then you become my friend.
No. We got to talk about that real quick. Hold on. We're going to talk about the DM shit here. No. We're talking about this.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
No, because I run quite a few IGs for a lot of fitness trainer guys that I own their companies. And
look at you owning their company.
It's fine, but it's
it's
absolute bullshit. I'm calling this out, that women talk shit on guys for sliding in DMs of girls, because I've seen
we don't really care, do we? No.
Oh my god,
unless
there's
they're
so
assholes.
much cancel culture.
I don't like them.
I don't like you.
It's fine for them to slide in the DM. I've dated people that slid in my DM, but it's the assholes that slide in the DM, and they're assholes. And they're like,
assholes, yes.
Oh, and now I'm nice because you answered. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like,
I'm talking about the guys that slide in and they just get like, oh, you can't say hey there or hey pretty lady type of shit like that. That's fucked up. They're always like, that's fucked. You should see the shit that these women send.
Oh, women are insane.
Oh my god.
I've never been the girl to do that, but I can you save me a crumb of dick? Or there's random crazy crazy girls are a crumb of dick.
Hey, that's great.
I've seen the craziest things. Like if I talk to somebody or whatever and they're like kind of popular, like I see a DM and they're like, look at this, and I'm like, a girl would say that?
Dude, you should see this shit.
I was shocked.
Guys sending the unsolicited dick pic, I'm saying this now, do not fucking do that. That's fucking stupid.
We don't even want it.
And they're ugly. They're ugly. Dicks are ugly.
Yeah, we don't want to see that.
I would imagine your fucking DMs are going yay. That shit has got to be going absolutely fucking ballistic.
In which way? Like your normal people?
In every
or
way.
Celebrities?
Every way. It's all
probably
over
got
the
it
place.
fucking.
You
got businessmen. I would say I could very well be wrong. Correct me if I am wrong, but I would say your shit probably goes crazy 24/7, which is understandable. You work hard and you have this brand that you've built. But my question is how do you filter through shit like that?
I check all my shit.
Can you give us
so many people?
Can you give us a number though? Can you give us a fucking
a
number?
daily one?
How many? And before you answer, please think long and hard.
She knows this number. She's ready to rattle it right now.
How many fucking DMs are you getting a day? And I want to combine all platforms. You have 2 plus million followers, or it's 2.5 million, whatever it is on Instagram.
I wouldn't say it's
across all platforms. You have millions of followers.
How many a day, Emily? Oh, 50 to 100 a day.
No, it's
no way. Really? That's it?
It's not that much.
You have 2 million subscribers on freaking YouTube.
It's gotta be. I'm serious. I'm talking OnlyFans. I'm talking fucking Instagram. I'm talking Twitter.
One of these guys that I run his Instagram only has 10,000 followers, and he probably gets 300 a day.
I run through mine.
I know, but you run through them, but you're getting them. So.
I don't know. Maybe a couple hundred then. I really don't know.
I mean, that's crazy. Okay. I mean,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to check. I can't count them all. There's too many, though.
Okay. Because I guarantee it goes up the moment you post something. Because everybody's like, oh, I got to get in that DM because you just posted. She's probably there.
Is that what they say?
All the time.
How that works?
Well, when you show attention, they show attention back.
Okay, wait. Okay. I remember.
I'm thinking it's.
I remember how that works now. That's so funny because I'm in my spot, right? So I don't think that way.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, I remember when back in the day I didn't have a following. Someone posted something. You're like, oh, shit, they're on.
Yeah.
I need to go right now because they're on.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because
that is true though. Every time you post something,
I feel like
DMs.
listeners too, like
God,
people that
so
people that don't know you, they will know you, or they do know you.
Hello.
You have millions, and I'm exaggerating. I'm trying to be that million. I'm literally putting that in. It's not a fucking joke, millions of followers. That's a fucking weird position.
I wish we could always reach all of them though. You don't always.
Yeah, they fucked the algorithms up, but I'm still. We're talking millions.
You say you got to pay for that? Isn't that crazy?
You have to pay. You have to
pay to reach the fans that follow you already. Fuck.
That is crazy.
That's so sad.
That is crazy.
That's upsetting.
Why do you think Facebook's one of the biggest companies in the world?
I got some Facebook money. I need to promote some shit. I got a single coming out the song "Die Before You Love Me." We need to run that up.
Oh, is that the one?
No,
let's push it right now.
You don't do that on Facebook.
We don't care.
Get that Spotify money.
Yes, the Spotify playlist.
Listener
is tough.
We gotta get you on Drake and.
We had Big Tyler Rich in here earlier, and he is doing his fucking thing.
But he's with a label.
Yeah. BMG girl.
Figure it out.
Big dog.
Damn.
Big dog.
We're gonna figure it out, like you said.
All right.
He's big dog. You should probably link up with his wife, actually. By the way, Sabina. You
cool.
Guys be best
we got
friends.
a Twerkout class.
I think you guys would be best fucking friends. She's in that. What's the show? LA Finest is like number fucking.
It's a show.
Number 2 on Netflix or something. His wife's an actress.
Finest?
But
oh, okay.
yeah, I feel like you guys live close to each other. You guys are some
maybe
Beverly Hills girls.
I'm not I'm the Valley girl.
Hey, well, get close.
No,
we here.
Get close.
We here.
I know. I'm a Valley girl.
Anyway, let's do this. Let's wrap this shit. So,
shall we?
All right.
Before we go, shout it out. Pump what you got. Do it. What you got. Say it out loud.
I know this. I know the drill.
Let's go.
All right. Let's see. So the OnlyFans, if you want to follow me on OnlyFans to get a little more personal, it's Lexy Panterra. Very simple. It's hard to find though. You got to go in my link. Like you got to follow me on. You got to follow me on Instagram, which is LexyPanterra. Lexy Panterra. On Twitter, on YouTube. Literally everything is Lexy Panterra. So that's it.
But they can too. I mean, you shout out the OnlyFans. I think that's a big deal.
OnlyFans is Lexy Panterra, but you can't search on OnlyFans Lexy Panterra. It doesn't work that way. You have to direct link it.
Why?
That's what's crazy.
That's crazy because you got one of the biggest ones in the world.
But also is Instagram's deleting Instagrams right now. That are promoting OnlyFans. So you can't swipe up a lot. You can't do anything like that because they'll delete your shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, they're deleting anything that infringes on their new terms now, so
I don't even know what the new term. They haven't really made it clear, but anyways, you got to go direct link. So I have it on my link in bio, my website virginlex.com. Oh, and I have a Baddie Vibes gear. Damn, there's 2 things I want to talk about. Baddie Vibes gear, which was connected to the album. Super, super cool apparel. Shit I wear all the time, and it's made 100% recycled water bottles.
Ooh, that's
and
cool.
It's super
so cool.
comfortable. It's workout gear and bikinis. And then I also have a Baddie blunt ring. So it's a ring that you smoke weed with, or you can smoke whatever with. And it kind of sits on your hand and it comes up like this. And it makes it so that your hands don't smell like smoke. And at the top of it, the thing that holds the blunt together is my logo, like this. So it's literally like this and it holds your thing. I love it. It's called on Instagram, it's Baddie Universe the letter B and U.
I love that your logo is fucking rock star shit.
I'm a gangster, remember?
Hey, I appreciate
Not a
that.
rock star.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Twerkout. Shout out to you coming in.
But yeah, those are my little projects that I like to do. So
I like it. Awesome. Well, we love having you on the show. It was great.
Thank you.
And we'll have you again sometime soon. It's fun.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, awesome. Shout out to Lexy Panterra. Make sure you guys check out her links and
Virgin Lex.
Let's go. You heard it. virginlex.com.
Yeah. Subscribe. See you guys. Do it.